this great city has never, ever one day let me down for work. Never. They're the greatest people, the greatest city, the greatest country.
Pete the Plumber is practically a household name in Calgary, known for his expert plumbing repairs, installation, and top-notch service.
There are a lot of great products out there, but for every one great product we find, there's 3 or 4 that are crap.
Yep.
Okay, crap.
Yeah.
And I can say crap because I'm a plumber. Crap.
In this episode of our Blueprint Banter mini-series featuring Baumler-approved members, Ryan returns to Home Depot, this time in Calgary, to chat with Pete about building a plumbing business the right way, earning community trust, and what it takes to keep things flowing on and off camera.
If you buy a faucet from our showroom, I don't put a 1-year warranty, I put a 2-year. And I've had other plumbers, why do you do that? We just all do 1 year and 6 months and that. If I can't stand behind what's on my shelf, I shouldn't be doing it.
We have hundreds of contractors that love what they do. They're skilled. We've done the background checks. These are companies that share a mindset with us, that are out there to take care of people. This is a service for homeowners, to just give you that green flag.
Welcome to this episode of Blueprint Banter Now. I'm back at Home Depot and I'm actually in Calgary and I'm here with Pete the Plumber. This guy is, when you think plumbing and you think Calgary, it's Pete the Plumber. All right, welcome.
Thank you very much.
I'm really excited to speak to you. You did a panel last year with us at the home show and you kind of stole the show from me a little. I was excited. And I think that the best part about introducing you on stage when we were preparing for that, and I still don't know it, you know, I asked you, I said, hey, what's your last name? And you said, the Plumber. My last name's the Plumber. But you've been in business here for 25 years?
25 years, last September, celebrating, yes.
Yeah, which is amazing for any renovation company, really,
Thank you.
right?
Thank you.
So congratulations.
Yes.
But I'm really excited to talk to you today about the plumbing industry, the plumbing trade. Why don't we just tell the viewer, like, how did you get into plumbing? You know, you've been doing it for a long time, all right? So how did it all start for you?
I was 19 years old and I had to find some beer money. I guess that's where it really came down to.
Okay, that makes sense.
Started Southern Ontario, little town at that time called Brampton, which has exploded.
Yeah.
And that was, again, over 40 years ago.
Okay.
And my cousin called me up and said, I need a weak mind and a strong back. And at 19, I was in the best shape I ever was, playing lacrosse and hockey and everything like that. And I started with him in the summer. He had a big project. He was well established. It actually was started from his dad, my uncle, handed down to him, a much older cousin. Yeah. And I stayed there for 6 years and got my ticket.
Okay.
And everything was fantastic. And I kept thinking, where's this plumbing going to take me? Where's this? This is going to take me nowhere.
Yeah.
But I sure wasn't smart enough to be a doctor or a lawyer. I knew that for sure. I was always working with my hands. My dad was a renovator. So I was that kid in grade 8, in grade 9, and grade 7 that had a summer job, whether he liked it or not, helping my dad.
Yeah, like my kids.
We're doing a deck. Get ready. We're doing basement.
Yeah.
So it was fantastic. And I look back on how fortunate I was to get that training when I was a snotty-nosed punk. Yeah. You know, and then right into plumbing.
And kind of right 40 years ago, so like, you know, that's kind of around the time when the trades was kind of on the downhill, like the downward, right? Because people were like, oh, do computers, do this, do that. Like I remember in my high school, they took the shop out, the automotive shop, and they made it a computer lab.
Wow.
You know, nowadays though, it's all about the trades.
Massive.
It's all about getting people back working in homes, back working with their hands. My son just finished his electrical apprenticeship. He's a licensed electrician now in Ontario.
Nice.
22 years old. But you know, when I didn't have that opportunity because when I was going to school, it was all about computers, right? That was the thing. That's really cool. That's cool. So what brought you to Calgary?
Recession.
Okay.
I was building up all the way through the latter part of the 80s, got my ticket in the 80s, building up all the way through the 80s, investing in property, and then this word came along that I was not prepared for, recession. Lost, I had income properties, rental properties, I lost them all, slow and painful. Right. And at that time, my mother-in-law was out in Calgary, and they said, come on out, and I thought, well, no. Southern Ontario is the center of the universe. What are you talking about, right? Because I grew up there, everything was there. And no. And my stepfather-in-law at the time says, Pete, get out here. You will make triple what you made last week, right? All right. So it was scary. Yeah. I looked like the Beverly Hillbillies. Loaded up the wife, 2 kids, and a dog. Yeah. Drove right across Canada in a cube van the first week of December. And I was fortunate enough they rented a house for us for 2 months. Okay. And they only had I started paying after the first month, of course, and got a job. Never looked back. Always had work. Always had this this great city has never, ever one day let me down for work. Never. They're the greatest people, the greatest city, the greatest country.
Well, one of the things that I want to talk to you about, like we're going to get into plumbing, okay, but there's a lot of people who watch my podcast who are in their 20s to 30s, let's say. Talking about always work. Like, there's always work right now in the trades, even with what's going on in Canada. Like we're busy, everyone's busy, right? But these 20 to 30-year-olds, they want to grow their business. And you went through that. You went through the process of coming here, just you working, right?
Yep.
To 60 trucks on the road?
60 trucks on the road, 80
Right.
employees.
80 employees.
Yeah.
Quite a process.
Thank you.
It's something to be super proud of, about. But for those young viewers, those young contractors out there who have those dreams, because I too had those dreams. We have a small renovation company in Ottawa. We have about 10 staff. It's too big. Having staff is a lot of work.
A lot of work.
You off camera 5 minutes ago, we just had a conversation about trucks and fueling them and charging them and all the logistics about it. What would be the advice that you would give that 20 to 30-year-old? Is it don't do it? Or is it?
No, but a great question. And I've said this many times, new companies. That 20 to 30-year-old has the passion, has the skill, has the smarts for his trade or her trade, right? No question. You don't start a plumbing, electrical, bricklaying company, a tinsmith company, gas company if you aren't sure of anything. So they know their trade, they know their code, they know the ticket, they know what it takes, they know the hours they got to spend in it. No question, or they wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Go take a business course. Go take a small business course, okay? Because they don't know anything about business. They don't know a P&L. They don't know a margin. They don't know and I didn't either. I didn't either. If I could do it, I could rewind and save hundreds of thousands of dollars. I went to the school of hard knocks. Do it, make a mistake, stupid, patch it up and go again. Get a small, even if it's a nighttime course, 2
Learn
nights
how
a
to
week.
use QuickBooks.
QuickBooks, but learn basic accounting. And they're all over the place. Everybody's got those programs, those college programs, 2-3 hours a night on a Wednesday, 2-3 hours a night on a Thursday. Even if you'd go for 2 or 3 months, you will, I guarantee you will save thousands of dollars. Because you just don't know.
This is amazing advice. I'm so glad that you say that because a lot of my employees, what they do is they come work, because we're a general contracting firm, they'll come work with me for 2 or 3 years, and then they'll be like, all right, I'm going to go out. I've mastered everything. And I'm like, really? How much EI do you have to collect off the paycheck?
Source deductions. Source deductions to the government. What's that?
What's that?
What's source deductions? Workers' compensation. Overhead. Margin. Again, they know the trade.
They know the trade.
No question. They got the ticket. But they don't know business.
Can you talk about, again, we're going to get into the plumbing, trust me. It's a 27-minute podcast, but let's talk about hiring your first employee. Do you remember that? Was it scary?
No. Yes and no. Very loaded question. We needed them. We need another set of hands to help carry things. It was just an apprentice, right? And then, again, I knew for the most part, I knew nothing about source deductions and how much. Every employee cost you $2 or $3, $4 more bucks. Right?
An hour.
An hour.
100%.
An hour. That's going to the government. That's going to the province, the governments, wherever it goes,
Insurance,
right? Insurance, the whole bit. So it was like, okay, we got to make sure this guy's always busy, and whatever we do, we got to make sure we charge his 8 hours a day to the job. So that was scary. But when we needed him, we needed him. Like probably most companies, we wait a little bit too longer to hire that guy. Right? Are you sure we need him? Are you sure we need him? Yes, we need him. Okay, get him in here. I don't want to work till 7, 8 o'clock every night. And if he's here, we can get home at 4 and 5 o'clock.
You know what? Like hire yourself a good accountant.
Oh yes.
Right? You know what I mean? Just because you're doing a course in school and you're learning the base, what you want to be able to do is have the right conversation with your accountant. You don't. You want to be able to keep up a little. You don't want to. Certainly don't need to become an accountant.
But my accountant didn't even know that information. She saw bills come in for leasing. She just thought, oh, I guess that's how much leasing costs. She didn't know that was. She knew where to put the numbers. But she didn't know. I guess that's just what you pay for 20 trucks or 25 trucks. She didn't have that education. It was a leasing company said, let us lease to you. And they brought it up and going, wow, bang in the face, right? So now we lease, and after 4 years, we look at the 4-year payout, or 4 year and then a buyout at the end of it. And then we looked at that, and as a truck maybe it only had 110 on it, we'll keep it another year.
Right.
Just mold that lease back into it, add another % to it.
Right.
We'll keep it another year, then get rid of it. Right.
Yeah.
So, and again, that's just playing the game. We have trucks. Okay, get rid of that now. It's
Yeah.
embarrassing, and I won't have an embarrassing truck pull up to your house.
No. Okay, speaking of pulling up to the house. So, you're a rather large plumbing firm, and I've had I told you before, I've had success working with large firms. I've had not success working with large firms. I've had success working with a small local independent guy. What benefit, and this is an easy question for you, I know, but what benefit is it for a general contractor to use a plumbing firm your size versus the guy who has his ticket, lives down the street from him, and does plumbing on the side, so to speak, or maybe does plumbing full time, let's say?
The answer to that would be, how big is your company? If you're just a one-man show and you've got your son working with you, or Johnny the handyman working with you, and you're a two-man show, a three-man show, stay with the small guy. You'll probably, you'll definitely save money.
Yeah.
You'll build up a relationship with them, obviously. You might go with beers with them. You might come over for a picnic sometime, right? You'll have a good communication with them, right?
Yeah.
Where it happens is when you get 5 and 6 guys, and now you have 2 and 3 jobs on the go instead of just 1 a week.
Right.
I'm going to Mrs. Smith's, we're going to be here 3 weeks. Then I'm going to Mrs. Jones, I'm going to be here 3 weeks. Stay with that one little man. Good. You get a good connection, you get to be buddies.
Yeah.
But now you got 2 crews, or maybe 3 crews, and little Johnny the plumber can't keep up.
Yeah.
Right? I got to get over and put the tub in this, and you want me over there to move the rough in, and I got to get over there, and then you'll see it.
Right.
So he will slow you up. Oh, geez, I wanted you there Tuesday, and you couldn't get there till Thursday because I was over at your other job.
Yeah.
So you're thinking, ooh, yeah, right? You feel bad because you had him over at the other job, or maybe he was doing something else that he had to get done, or you had a screw up on your job, or it was delayed. You couldn't get your material for him to put in.
Right.
So now you'll see it. He'll delay you a day, and you'll be okay with a day. And then he'll delay you a day here, and you'll be okay with a day there. And then all of a sudden, every job, he's delaying me now. Now your $30,000 reno is being delayed.
Yeah.
And I don't know any contractors that want to wait for money.
No.
I don't know any, right?
No.
So then you'll have to say, Johnny, we're good buddies, but you got to go.
Yeah.
And then you take the next leap into a bigger company. Now, when you get bigger, if you want to get bigger, the plumbing company will do a couple different things. They will probably be a bit more, but when you show them what you got, hey, I'm going to do 20 bathrooms this year. So to me as a plumber, I'm thinking 20 bathrooms, that's $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 of labor and money to me, right?
Yeah.
And at that point, then I'll say, you know what? I won't charge you $130 an hour. What was Johnny charging? Johnny was charging me $95 an hour. I'll charge you $110. Again, when you're showing me what you can give me, I'm going to give you some love back, right?
Right.
And then at that time, they'll be more organized. They'll have a girl that answers the phone, not just Johnny's wife, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe a couple girls, and they'll book it in. Tuesday, 9 to 10, we'll be there. Thursday, noon to 1, we'll be there. And it'll be a lot better for you. It is a growing phase. The worst part is, and I get it all the time, I get the contractors, Pete, my plumber's killing me. Nice guy. Our kids play hockey together, but he's killing me. Because he's making you wait for money.
Yeah.
And no one wants that.
The flip side of that, like one of my closest friends, friend is a plumber, Rob. He's been on our show. I don't particularly use him a lot with the renovation company anymore because he likes to work in a certain zone. Well, in that zone we use him, but he's pretty local. Okay, and Ottawa's pretty big or spread out. But one of the things that I always felt bad was we would be doing a renovation and say we start on Monday and we're booking the plumber for Wednesday, but Monday we're doing demo and we find out there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've affected Rob's schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, hey Rob, I got to move you till like Friday because I got to reframe or do this. And Rob is like, well, where am I going to get work? Right? It goes both ways, right? Mm-hmm. And so I always felt bad.
Yep.
Now with the bigger firms, when we're using the bigger firms, I didn't really even have to book the plumber until end of day Monday.
Okay.
Right? I could call and say, hey, I'm going to need a plumber on Friday, and they wouldn't care because what Rob has is he's a small guy and he has this, so it goes hand in hand. As you grow that business, you need to be able to know where the strengths are to keep yourself in, moving along.
Yep.
I will tell you that, and we're dealing with this kind of right now in a job. I'm not happy when a plumber pushes back or an electrician pushes back and I have them scheduled and they're like, oh, we can't do it because of this or that. Like, it irritates me. And because we get paid on milestones, right? And one of the big milestones is plumber.
Right, electrical, plumbing, roughing complete.
Yeah.
Boom, here's the money.
Yeah,
Drywall
exactly.
complete. Boom, here's the money.
And the issue is, and this is the flip side, and you know, if Rob, will use Rob as an example, if something happens in his life and he pushes me back, exactly, my insulation gets pushed back, my tiler gets pushed back, my this gets pushed back. The problem is when we're doing at the rough in stage, for the small general contractors, and maybe for all general contractors actually, I would say that it's important to get that done on schedule, on time. The tiler can be delayed because you can still be doing painting, you can still be doing something. He could be delayed a little bit. That's not the end of the world. But if you can't get your rough ends in, there's nothing happening.
Stop.
We're stopped. We're
Stop.
staring at each other.
Stop.
The client's frustrated. Why aren't you here today? What's going on, right?
Holding up your money.
Holding up the money, yeah, right. And it's another thing where you have money hauled up, but payroll doesn't stop. You can't say to your employees, "I'm not going to pay you this week until Thursday," because CRA will be like, "You can't do that."
Yeah.
You know. Let's talk a little bit about because we talked about this on stage last year, and we're going to talk about it on stage tomorrow when we're doing the panel. I want to talk about the quality of the plumbing products.
Another great question.
Yeah.
Night and day. You want to stay with the majority of brand names. Now, saying that, there are a lot of great products out there. But for every one great product we find, there's 3 or 4 that are crap.
Yep.
Okay, crap.
Yeah.
And I can say crap because I'm a plumber. Crap. Okay. So, like you stated, the Totos, the American Standards,
Right.
the Moens, the Deltas, the Kohlers. Everybody knows those names, or at least 4 to 5 of them, right? And they've been around for many, many years. I don't want to say 100, maybe American Standard, but dozens and dozens and dozens of years because they are so good.
Yeah.
Moen is constantly looking for new product. Delta's constantly looking for new colors. Real Bell, Canadian made. Everybody loves Canadian made.
Right.
Fantastic out of Quebec. And they're coming and they're one of my biggest suppliers now.
Yeah.
I just won an award because we've sold so much for them because they're so good.
Right.
And they said, "Oh, Pete, you qualified for the award." And I go, "What award?
What award?
I don't care about your award.
Yeah.
Keep making a good product because I'm the end of the day.
Yeah.
I'm not a guy, oh, sell that to Pete, sell that to him. So I'm looking at Mrs. Jones in the face.
Yeah.
Pete, you told me this was good.
Yeah.
So warranty is huge. Brand name is very important.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more on that. And I tell people, there's 2 things I tell people when I'm doing quotes, because even though I'm doing all the media stuff now, I'm still the face of my company and I still do all the quotes. And I tell people there are 2 questions that you want to ask when you're talking about your plumbing products. Question number 1, if you're going to a big store or showroom and you're ordering something, the question that I would ask is this a special order item? Because if there's a special order in on day 1, if the cartridge goes bad, guess what we're doing? We're special ordering it in. And if it's leaking in your shower, then what do? We wait 8 weeks for the cartridge to come? It's a big problem,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Now, I'm not saying that all special order stuff is bad. I'm just saying it's a risk tolerance as a consumer that you need to understand. If you want something fancy, fancy is great, but there are some downsides to fancy.
Yes, there
right? And the other thing that I like to do is, now you have your own showrooms, this probably doesn't apply to you, but when we send our customers out to showrooms. So we would send a customer out to a showroom in Ottawa, and they would pick a faucet. Doesn't matter, right?
Yep.
Now, in your case, it would be different because you would install that faucet. In Ottawa, we don't have that. We have like stores like Preston Hardware, which just has hardware.
Right.
We have a Mondo, which is another big plumbing store in Ottawa, but they don't have they don't have installers.
Right.
So we have to install them.
Here's the box.
Correct.
Give it to your contractor.
Right.
Or
So
plumber.
what I do is I say, go pick it. Right. Now, I don't know anything about it. I always pretend I don't give an opinion.
Right.
Okay. I have an opinion. Don't get me wrong. Right. But what I do is we call up the plumber and we say, hey, Mrs. Jones wants to install this faucet. Now, this is a free service that we offer as part of the planning process. What do you think about this faucet? And the reason why we do it is, as a general contractor, I am now married to this job. And not only for the year where the warranty is, because I will be married for like 2 or 3 years, 4 years. And what I don't want to do is be at my client's house every week screwing around with the temperature valve on a faucet to get it to be hot. Right? These are things that need to be considered. So with that information, how do you guys tackle that with because you have a showroom.
We have a
So
showroom.
you are doubling now. Like, not only are you selling it, you're installing it.
Right. And I don't want to just sell it. Go to Home Depot and buy your faucet. Call me, I'll put it in. I don't mind that at all. But we'll tell you, what faucet did you buy? Mowing. That's a great faucet. Right. And then I can say my other ones, but I probably shouldn't say other ones.
No,
but
please don't.
Yeah. And I said, ooh,
Right.
take that back and look at the Moen or the Delta. Look at some of these. Why? It's not a good faucet.
Right.
It'll break down on you. And I have no warranty because you gave it to me. I didn't get to make a nickel.
Right.
Right? So I'll put it in for you. I have no problem putting your faucets in. Some plumbers won't. I'm not putting yours in unless I sell it to you, right?
Right.
If you buy a faucet from our showroom, I don't put a 1-year warranty. I put a 2-year. And I've had other plumbers, why do you do that? We just all do 1 year and 6 months and that. If I can't stand behind what's on my shelf, I shouldn't be doing it.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
I shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
So that's number one. And the greatest thing that anybody will ever say, and you can use this, and please use this, you get what you pay for. I got a great deal. Okay, it's going to last 1 or 2 years, right? And then you're going to be getting another great deal, right?
Yeah.
So that's so important. Service and warranty is behind it. In number one, you have to have the good service, putting it in, make sure it's installed correctly, straight, square in the whole bit,
Right.
and there's warranty to follow.
Yeah.
Like when I put a Moen or a Delta in, we'll go back after a year. I'll go back after 2 years if it's 25 months or 26 months.
Right.
I'll keep going back. I don't care. I'm keeping Mr. Brown happy.
Correct.
He's happy. After that, we get the 3 years. He calls me. I'll tell him. He says, Pete, I've seen this done. I can YouTube it. I can do all this. I can take that cartridge out. I go, no problem. Then go here with that cartridge. And it's not a box store. It's
Right.
the rep.
Yeah.
And the rep, and he'll walk in there, and you'll say, I got this from Pete the Plumber 4 years ago, and it doesn't work. Number one, they probably know Pete the Plumber.
Yeah.
Number two, they want to stand behind their product because I wouldn't have backed them otherwise.
Right.
They'll give them a free cartridge or a free gasket or
Yeah.
a free handle or a free hose
Right. That they have in stock right there.
that they have in stock.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he might have paid a nickel more than shopping around, driving all over the place, but now it's going to come back to him tenfold.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to talk about hot water tanks.
Near and dear to me.
Yes, I know, because I haven't talked about it on the show yet, and I want to be able to, both in my personal or with my renovation business, I want to be able to give people some advice on the tankless hot water tanks. The tank. I will admit I replaced my hot water tank and I put in a 60-gallon tank water, like a water tank, direct vent gas. Is what
Power vent?
Power vent. Yeah, that's what I went with in my house because it was recommended to me. We are getting conflicting stories from people saying, well, it does take a little bit of time for that tankless hot water tank to bring the water up to the ensuite. Not a lot.
No.
Not a lot.
No.
What do you have in your home?
I have. I don't have a tankless. I have two 55-gallon power vent tanks, which also do my floor.
Okay.
So I cheat the system. I get free hot water and get my floor heated, or I
Right.
get my floor heated and free hot water, whatever way I do it. So
Right.
I can do everything. The first question I ask people when they say, Pete, I've got a 40-gallon atmospheric. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, let's back up one more step and tell the viewers what there is. There's atmospheric, which is the old metal chimney, which
Yeah.
has been around since 1951.
Yeah.
Then we go to the power vent, which has the plastic pipes coming off of it.
Yeah.
And that's all new construction now.
Yeah.
And then you have your tankless.
Yeah.
So boom, boom, boom. And my first question is, Pete, what do I need? I says, well, let me ask you some questions. Number one, how many in the house? Number two, how many bathrooms in the house? Number three, how long do you think you'll be in that house? 1 to 3 years, 3 to 5 years, carry me out in the box, right? And they say, well, I've got 3 bathrooms, full like showers or tubs, okay? So in a lot of cases, 3.5 in the bigger houses. And I'm saying, okay, you need a good supply. The 40-gallon won't even fill up your soaker tub. So
Right.
the builder did you a disservice by putting that in. You should spit on them next time you see, because you didn't get a full soaker tub. So I would at least bump you up to a 50-gallon atmospheric, which
Yeah.
is your easiest thing to do, your least expensive and easiest. Or we could go to a power vent. And then they've told me, well, there's 4 in the house now and 5 on the way, right? Or my mother's coming back, or one of the kids are coming back, or something like that, right? Then I would say, it might be time to go to a power vent.
Yeah.
So go to a 50-gallon or a 60-gallon power vent. Recovery is so much quicker.
Yeah.
That power vent is fan assisted, and it's so much quicker than the atmospheric,
Okay.
right? But he says, Pete, I'm only going to be there 2 years. Let's bump you up to a 50-gallon atmospheric. Save the money.
Yeah.
Save the money. I want to save people money if I can.
Yeah.
But he says, oh, they're carrying them out in a box. Okay then. So maybe the 50-gallon power vent or 60-gallon power vent is going to give you a lot quicker recovery, a lot better for 5 or 6 people, no problem at all. But if you're going to be there that long, maybe look to a tankless.
Okay.
The tankless is 97% efficient, only turns on when you need it. It'll never run out of hot water, so you can have a shower right after that. He can have a shower right after that. She can have a shower.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Then turn on the washing machine. That is your way to go if you're going to be like 8 years plus, right? Or you've got 2 kids and you're planning on 2 more kids, get that. You'll need that for the laundry. Everybody says, well, the baby doesn't shower. I go, you're right, the baby doesn't shower. You can fill up a kettle full of water, right?
Yeah.
But laundry, because they poop. They poop a lot, okay? And they never stays in the diapers. Bottles, all the cleaning stuff for that, and more dishes and more prep stuff and for that. So they still need laundry and they still need dishwashing, let alone the shower or the cleaning, right? So I asked them how long they're going to be in that house and what they need for that house. But then I also say, like I've had people, Pete, I'm moving in 2 years, got 3.5 baths, I got a 40-gallon. I said, well, I can put a 40-gallon in, but you're doing a disservice to the house.
Yeah.
That house deserves a 50.
Yeah.
So I said, well, Pete, that's going to cost me $200 more bucks or $300 more bucks. You'll get that back when you sell in a year and a half or 2 years. Because the home inspector, everybody gets home inspectors now.
Yeah.
They make shows about them even.
Yes.
And they go down there and say, 40-gallon? I saw 2 soaker tubs. I won't even fill up a soaker tub.
Because they know.
So it's a red X.
Yeah.
And no one wants the red X's.
Yeah.
And the most important room is the furnace room.
Yeah.
Okay, the mechanical room. You got your tank, you got your AC, you got your furnace, you
all
got your
there.
central vac. Everything's there. All the money stuff there to make you feel good. Not the lipstick in the house.
Yeah.
That is the most important room.
Yeah. Thanks for the advice. Thanks for being on the show. It's a pleasure. I can't wait. We're doing a panel tomorrow. I can't wait to do that with you. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this.